backstage at the O2 in Newcastle just before the gig tonight. I'm delighted to say that we're joined by Mike from the band. Mike, good to meet you. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Nice. Well, first of all, welcome back to Newcastle. I know it's a city that you've played many times before.
Yes, fun.
Yeah. How's the current tour been going? All right.
Awesome. Yeah, really good. We did 2 initial shows with Battlecross, and now we start the leg with Trivium. We've done 3. So, well, this will be the 3rd night so far. 3rd night or 4th night? 3rd night, and got another few days left. It's a short one. But we wanted to do a specific UK tour before the end of the touring cycle, and Trivium were nice enough to ask us to come around, so figured it'd be a really good bill for everybody.
It's a good bill for the fans, isn't it? Yeah, it's really strong. Four good bands. A lot of fun, I would imagine.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah. We've known those guys for a very long time. The Battlecross dudes are awesome. The Miss May guys are pretty much the sweetest guys you'll ever know. So it's a really good bunch of dudes.
Yeah, we're looking forward to meeting the other bands as well. We're talking to them later, so it should be good fun. Yeah, we're. The latest album that the band released was last year, of course, which was Disarm the Descent.
Not even a year yet, actually, which is funny to say.
Yeah, not quite a year. Yeah,
April.
We're into all sort of yeah.
It's unbelievable to us too. Yeah. We feel like we've been on tour for 2 years straight.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. Well, we the radio show that we do, the Metal Gods Rock Show, we ask our listeners and the people that go on the website to vote each year for the favourite album.
Oh, cool!
And 2013, they voted your album number 2.
Oh wow! Thank you very much, everyone.
So there you go.
That's very nice of you guys,
and rightly so as well.
Appreciate that.
Excellent album. I mean, you must be pretty proud of the way it turned out.
What was number 1? Black Sabbath?
No, actually no. Something a bit more local to the UK. A band called Onslaught.
Oh, cool.
Their album 6 was voted the number 1 album.
Killer.
Yeah. So, but you guys have gone up against the top UK thrash band, and you ran them very close. So well done. So tell us about the album.
Yeah, like I just said, came out in April, so it's been a while. I don't know, it's going well. We're just touring our butts off, trying to get things in. Should we get by?
Yeah, come by, no problem. Goodbye.
Just touring our butts off, playing a lot, trying to play as many songs on the record to see which ones everyone gravitates towards, and just test some things out, I guess.
Yeah, it was met with really good sort of critical acclaim. People thought that it was an excellent album.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Back with Jesse.
That's the thing.
First time in 10 years.
Yeah.
Feels great to have him back. He's a really great guy, much like you'd expect. He's a very normal person, no egos, no nothing, and amazing singer, really fun to have around, and all this touring stuff is new to him. You know, we've been a band for 15 years, so we've seen it all. Us jaded old guys have seen everything, so to have someone new in the mix to really liven us up and see things through different eyes, it's a good experience.
Has it been a good experience to have Jesse come back into the band? Because he left in 2002, didn't he? With I think he found that he did
right after our first tour of the States. It's awesome. It feels like a real band again. It hasn't felt like this in a long time, and I feel like everyone's on the same page, and we really are just having the greatest time.
Excellent.
You'll see it on stage. We have a lot of fun and we smile, which most metal bands don't do, but we have a good time. We're not afraid to show it. So.
Jesse's vocals are very strong. There seems to be that. There's a real sort of chemistry now, and the band are sort of feeding off each other. It looks really good. I'm sure it feels the same way as well. You guys all together in unison, which is fantastic. I can't hear my own writing here. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, take us back to 1999, back to the beginnings of the band in Westfield, Massachusetts. How did the band sort of come together?
Well, all of the bands from Massachusetts are very incestuous. Everyone's playing for everyone else's band, and they trade members and all that fun stuff. So it was pretty. It's pretty easy to get a band started. Well, back then, anyways. Now we're all old guys, and no one could take off time from work to start a band. But back then, everyone was playing together. My old band, Overcast, had broken up, and Aftershock, which was Adam and Joel's band, they were kind of they were on their last legs, kind of looking for something different. I had heard that Adam might be looking to do something new, and I had known him, like I said, through shows and stuff like that, and I contacted him about starting something a bit different, maybe more stripped down than our previous bands. The Overcast and the Aftershock were, 10-minute long epic songs, and we wanted to write something with more repetition, which back then I didn't like repetition, but I saw the need to do that after a while. We were kind of taking a page out of Hatebreed, to tell you the truth, stripping everything down and just going for the throat, just getting right to the mosh parts. And so that's how the band kind of got together. Myself and Adam, drum and bass. He was playing drums at the time. And then added Joel. But the problem was just the struggle of finding a singer. It took us almost 9 months. I had started trying out for other bands. I wasn't sure if Killswitch was ever going to get off the ground. I had tried out for Unearth and Howard's old band, Blood Has Been Shed, but both just didn't seem like they were as cool as what was going on with Killswitch, so I stuck it out, and all of a sudden we're here.
Yeah, power to you, yeah. I'm pleased you did that. The band's been dubbed in the past one of the founders of the term that they call metalcore. Do you class yourself as being a metalcore band, or how do you define yourselves?
We started the band around the premise of doing a metal band. We had always been in hardcore bands or hardcore bands that sound like metal bands, and we just said, let's just play in a metal band, stop kidding ourselves, we play metal. But little did we know our influences seeped in, and people saw it as something a little bit differently, I suppose. I never really liked the term, but Randy Lamb of God sat me down and asked me why I didn't like it, and I didn't really have any great answers to that. It just seemed like another genre that people were trying to put a term on.
That's right.
But he said, well, think about your 11-year-old self when you get upset that people are calling you a certain genre. That 11-year-old, if they were told that they were able to create a whole new genre of metal, probably would freak out and be pretty stoked. And it made a lot of sense to me that it could evolve into something that people think of as a new genre of metal. It's pretty neat.
It's cool. I think the media do like to put handles on things, don't they? They like to categorise things and pigeonhole them. But as you say, that's a really good.
If people look up to it as something that they like, and it's created a whole new avenue for kids, then I'm pretty excited about it.
Absolutely, dead right. Yeah. You've collaborated in the past with one of a guy that I've been seeing in bands front, Andy Sneap, who did a lot of work with you guys.
He actually went to the Grammys with us the other day.
Did he really?
Adam couldn't show up, and Andy was in town anyways, and we got nominated for the only category on the Grammys that it's a metal category. It's just one, which is weird. So 5 bands get picked per year, and we were lucky enough to be on that list, which is really heartwarming to be said in the same breath as Black Sabbath and Anthrax. And our drummer, Justin's date was Andy Sneap to the Grammys. But yeah, he's a great guy. We love working with him. He really knows our sound. He knows how to really streamline all of the things that Adam can put together as far as engineering and stuff like that. So
he's much sought after, Andy. He gets a lot of work. He's very well respected in the world of metal, shall we say.
Absolutely, he's respected by us too, and like I said, a great guy. We love working with people that are awesome, and he is one of the best.
And you've got some good people in your corner. You've got Andy, like we said, helping you, and you've got Roadrunner Records, of course, who are world famous as a metal label. Do you have a good relationship with your label, with Roadrunner?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, a little weirdness happening last year when we got taken over by Atlantic, but I think the dust has settled and everything's sort of back to normal. The bum out part would just be the 300 or so people that we got to know around the world that no longer have a job, but we see them anyways. We've created a lot of cool friendships, and a lot of those people have gone on to awesome things, so bigger and better.
Yeah. Do you enjoy the touring side of things, Mike? Is it something that sort of...
The what side?
The touring side of things. Is it an enthusiast?
I mean, it's part of the deal. You can't put out a record and not tour, so we've gotten used to it. It's hard being away from home, but this is something that we've tried, we wanted to do for our entire lives. It's something that's come to fruition, and it doesn't happen for many bands at all. We kind of won the lottery, so to speak, of bands, and for us not to take it as far as we possibly can, it would be a shame. It would just be, I don't know.
I think you got to the stage now, though, where as you say, this isn't a massive tour. You're in demand on the festival circuit as well. So rather than slugging your guts around the planet, you are able to maybe the festivals is where a lot more people can see you on one specific date rather than slugging around everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
We do all
absolutely.
that stuff.
I mean, we'll look at Russia, Ukraine, South Africa, Japan, US coming up very soon. So you know, it's not as if you're taking it easy, shall we say? You're still rather busy.
Well, we're doing shorter spurts now.
Yeah.
I think that, this run was like 2 weeks, and then a couple other runs are going to be weeks at a time here and there. The plan would possibly be to write a new record by the end of the year, which has our record label says we can't. We need a record every year now, not every 2 or 3 or 4 years. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to work out so well. We're going to attempt it. We're going to try.
Well. Yeah, it's
Whether it happens or not, I don't
quality
know.
over quantity, I think, is probably the best way, isn't it? Rather than Anyway, right. Well, as I say, we've got other people to talk to, and you've got things to do. So we'll wind it up here and say thank you very much, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a pleasure to meet you and to speak to you. Best of luck for this evening. Anything you'd like to add before we finish?
Thank you guys for believing in us. I know we've had some rocky history, singers leaving, singers coming back. But thanks for sticking by us and believing in us and buying our records and coming out to the shows. We love it here, and you guys show us how much you love us every time we come back. So thank you so much.
Okay. Right.
Thank you. That was brilliant. Thanks ever so much.